And this is a pretty interesting pattern now forming. Last week we really were looking at more range-bound trading, and we have a real sign of change here on the daily. Prior to looking at the daily, let's go ahead and first look at what we're seeing on the weekly. So we had an intermediate term bottom due to form. The intermediate term low was due 5.6 to 7.19, and we have entered into that timing window for a bottom to form. You'll note that our weekly momentum right here has now turned positive, so that's something that I do want to note here. And there are some clues that a bottom has actually formed here in the Shanghai, and we would look for the Shanghai to rally up to really at first this 36.45 level here on the upside, which is the intermediate term 78.6 fib. If I show you the signs of change here, you'll really see them on this daily chart here. So you can see we had this large sell-off, and then we formed a basing cycle with a cycle low that's higher than the prior cycle low. And now we have moved through this prior cycle high, which is really setting up a much more positively configured daily cycle. And what we're really just looking for is a mild pullback and then a push back to the upside. On the downside, we have a short-term 38.2 to the short-term 61.8, which comes in right around 34.70 to 34.37. We will look for that zone to hold and then for a push back to the upside. The next short-term low is due 5.26 to 6.7. So a pretty interesting pattern setting up here in the Shanghai, and one that does look really quite favorable here in the short term.